Let's move on to main topic number 2. And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by Simon Godleski, who writes, "Hi, John. Big fan since AMC. Thank you so much, Simon. Did you see that production on Falcon and Winter Soldier was postponed in Prague? What are your thoughts, and should we be worried? Thanks, and bring on the filthy." All right. Thanks a lot for that question, man. And yes, of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is currently scheduled to come out in August of this year, is in kind of the last stages of their shooting. And a part of that shooting was they went over to film in Prague. Now, because of the current health outbreak scares with the illness that shall not be named, that's going around out there right now, the country of Prague has instituted some new measures to try to fight the problem. They have, like, schools are shut down, certain public gatherings have been limited. Now, Marvel still had, there's a great shot of Zemo, they still had 1 week of shooting left there. What Marvel has done, according to the stories, is that they've shut down production and they've recalled everybody to come back to Atlanta. So the question then kind of becomes, how much of an impact is this going to have on Falcon and Winter Soldier? Because remember, this is a show that's supposed to be coming out in just a few months. It's supposed to, because what are we in now? We're in March, April, May, June, July. 5 months from now, the show's supposed to come out, and now they've hit this production delay. I want to suggest this. I don't think this is going to affect the release date of Falcon and Winter Soldier. And here's why. One big reason is that they only had 1 week of shooting left over there. That's it. They had 1 week of shooting left, and then they were going to be wrapping up and coming home anyway. The second thing is this. There is, Rob, I don't know if you've heard about this. There's a lot of production sound stages in Atlanta. A lot.
A lot. I think even more than Hollywood now.
Yeah, they don't even have to wait to go back to Prague to shoot. They can just recreate whatever they want, spend a few extra ducats, create whatever it is you need to create in one of the sound studios there. It'll add more expense, yes, but you could knock that out. You can get that done. So the fact that it was only 1 real week of shooting that was delayed, combined with the fact that they're heading back to Atlanta where they can more than make up for that themselves, I don't think this is going to be a problem. And I think it was probably the right move. Listen, if Prague is instituting these limitations, it's probably the right move for Disney at that point and Marvel to bring their folks back to Atlanta. Probably a good move. But at the end of the day, Rob, I don't see it affecting things too much. What do you think about this?
Well, look, I mean, I agree. And I think Disney, obviously, with the technology they're employing on the Mandalorian, if they can use the same stagecraft technology to show us European locations, it might be better. I mean, if you look what they did, if you look at what they did for Spider-Man Far From Home in terms of recreating parts of Venice in Atlanta, they're getting pretty good at that. And look, the way Italy has locked down the entire country. And if other European countries follow suit, which I suspect they may, they didn't want their crews trapped in a foreign country. I think bringing them home to the United States is smart. I mean, whatever happens with what's going on now with the COVID-19 outbreak, we're in for the next 6 months of pretty strange times, and I think everybody that's taking preemptive measures they're gonna turn out being the smart ones. So I think this is great, but I also know that they don't want Disney Plus. I was talking about this on my own show yesterday. Disney Plus needs some new shows.
Yes,
because
they do.
until they have the new season of Mandalorian or WandaVision, they really don't have much. And while they had a great launch, and their Verizon partnership allowed them to get a lot of viewers and all that, their subscription base was higher than they thought. I'm sure there's an attrition rate that's also pretty high, because what are they offering for the next 10 months or until WandaVision? They've got what do they have new to excite people? And Netflix drops shows almost every day. And
yes, they do.
What does Disney Plus have in terms of, hey, great, they're advertising that Black Panther is now available on Disney Plus, but I mean, it's been available on other streaming services. What do they have that's new and exciting? I mean, I hate to say it, but what have you got for me lately? That's what streaming services are all about. You binge something in a day, and the next day you want something new. And Disney Plus needs Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't think they're going to delay production.
Yeah, and you raised a great point, because some people would say that, you know, hey, look, what's the risk? What are the odds of anything happening to people who stay an extra week? The point you raised is a great one. What they are most afraid of is like a bigger problem happening in Prague, and then the U.S. Customs saying nobody can come to the U.S. from Prague now. And then all of a sudden their people are stuck there. And because that is, I mean, it becomes kind of like a nation-sized cruise ship, right? Where no one's allowed to get off. And that's what they're a little bit nervous of. And, you know, some people might be wondering to themselves, why won't I actually say the name of the disease? I'll tell you why. Want to know why? I'll tell you why. YouTube has been demonetizing any videos that are talking about this. So I've kept it out of the titles of my videos, and I'm not even saying the word out of fear that their algorithm will pick up. This video talks about that disease which will not be named, and they've been demonetizing everything I've been talking about. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. But listen, I wanted to ask you guys what you thought was going to happen. Like, as a result of this, do you think this will lead to Falcon and Winter Soldier not hitting its release date in August of 2020? Rob and I both think that the answer is yes, it'll still hit its release date and won't be delayed. So I made that the topic of today's question of the day. Just before the show started, I jumped on my Twitter. You can just follow me simply at John Campea, and I put up this question. Falcon and Winter Soldier production has been halted due to corona concerns. Do you think this delay could stretch out and cause them to miss their August release? Right now, a little over 1,000 of you guys, 1,100 of you guys have voted. The majority of you think it will miss its release date. 57.6% of you are saying you think it'll miss its August release date. 42.4% of you guys agree with Robert and I that we do not believe it'll miss its release date. So that's where things are sitting there right now. Question is, guys, what do you think about it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.